Hello, welcome in. Just getting things started. I'm sorry I'm late. I was trying to put that video up, and every time I recorded it, it would wind up being way too long. So I was trying to figure out how I wanted to, like, condense it. Finally got it down how I wanted. I literally, every time I recorded it, I'm like, nope, that wound up being 3 minutes. I need to keep this, like, trimmed. Okay, that should be good. That should be good. Ooh. Well, yeah! If you got, I bet most of you have not seen the video yet, because I posted it like 3 minutes ago, but if you have, I think it's funny. Okay, so where was I at last time? I was raising my Pokemon. I'm trying to... Oh, no. I don't need to heal him again. So I'm trying to finish the Pokédex and finish the rest of the quests. The only quests I have left are ones about, like, planting a ton of berries, turning in the Yachi berry. Oh, I can do that one quick. This one's a big one. This one's a big one. Some of them are very grindy, like finish the Pokédex, donate everything to the zoo. Like, some of them are pretty grindy things I still have to do. I do think I can turn in the one in Sophos. Because I caught a Braviary, and I'm fairly certain I already evolved Natu. Is it this house? No. It's the house near, like, the statues, I thought. It's this one. Hey, Riley. Hey, Duck. How you doing? Wise glasses. Okay, that's not super worth it. Those are helpful, but they're not my favorite. Not my favorite item. Okay, the dude with the that wants the Yachi berry. Where is he at? He's by the mountain, but is he on this side or is he over here? But I think he's over on this side of the mountain. Pretty sure he's on this side of the mountain. Let's go see if I can find him. And do I have all the Pokemon from Aranis Path? I don't remember. Yes, and yes. Okay. Surfing Bird. Surfing Bird. Surfing Bird. I don't know if I ever talked to you. Oh, I didn't! I am missing something here! What am I missing? It must be in West Aranis Path. Well, this is the guy that wants the Yachi berry. Yeah, there you go. Well, Caesar's Legion is the Frost Breath! That one's actually pretty good. I like Frost Breath as a move. Always getting a critical hit's nice. Okay, so it must be something up here that I am missing something up here. There's something I haven't even seen yet up here. What am I missing? Not Spinarak. Ooh, I can go up this waterfall now. What, is there an Absol up here or something? That'd be cool, actually. I would like that. No, it's just an item. Okay. Oh, a TM. Okay. Oh. Alright. I mean, I'll take TMs. I'll take TMs. So I turned in the Yachi Berry, I turned in the Pokédex entries. I'm looking for something that can be found in this half of the path. Nope, already got one of you. These guys aren't even really worth fighting right now. They're too low a level for much XP. I'm gonna hit it anyways. Because it's funny. Dun it, dun it, dun it, dun it. David Newell? Dear God. Oh, I'm gonna need a linking cord to evolve Haunter, so I'm gonna need to turn in some shards as well. That's the one thing I'm gonna have to do. I wonder if the last Pokemon here is a Haunter. Like, maybe you can find, because it's not really a high enough level for the gas, like, for Haunters, but I wonder if the last one here is Haunter. Whatever it is, it's the last one that's, like, fairly rare. At least, I'm assuming it's rare because I'm not seeing it. I don't think I've seen one, whatever it is, a single time, even walking around. It's still Cherubi that spawned there. Minior, anything up here? No. I'm not seeing... My best odds have always been with seeing them walking around in the grass like that. I swear my best odds are always when they're just wandering about. So I'm hoping something... Hey, Ollie. Hey, no, Ghastly's still not it. Still not the one I'm looking for. Is there anything down here? Nope. And that's still a Ghastly. Okay. What is the last Pokemon? Okay. Nope, still a Ghastly. I thought that's supposed to reset when I crossed the boundary there. Maybe it didn't. Or maybe it did and it just re-rolled a Ghastly. That is also a possibility. It's Houndour! Hey, Oracle. It's going, Ollie. It's been a funny, interesting day. Okay, so does anyone have false swipe? Let's see. No, 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 no. I do think my best odds of not murdering Houndour are either Herm or Goth IHOP, but we'll go with Herm. Also, if you saw my video before I went live, which I'm sure a lot of you probably did not, you would know why it's been an interesting day. On the bright side, if I knock out this Houndour, I can search for it with Dex Nav, so there is that, but... Well, if Herm hit... Oh! Good job, Herm! I accidentally clicked through it instead of... I was hitting the wrong button. I meant to hit B. Whatever, I can search for it with DexNav, and hopefully we get a better one this time instead. So, search for... No, come on. I'll set Houndour as the search. And then I'm going to spray a Max Repel. Herm does a good job. I have a lot of Max Repels. I was gonna say, Houndour must be extraordinarily rare here. Because even the little, like, Gotta knock it out. I want to get, like, a better stat one. Now that I know it's a Houndour, it's a Pokemon I actually really like, I want to get a good one. Oh. Apparently, that must have been, like, up top. Or one with an egg move or something. But... no, so the video. It was kind of funny. So, if you were in stream yesterday, you probably saw that I was being a little cutesy. That I have been the last few streams because I am talking to a wonderful person. And she's great. She's great. One of my creator mutuals was watching that stream. Saw me, like, obviously being flirty and cutesy with the woman I'm talking to. And blocked me. Because apparently they were not my friend. Apparently they were hitting on me the whole time. And I did not know. So they took themselves out. And I'm like, you know what? Honestly, that's a win. I didn't have to deal with the awkwardness that is someone being like, oh, but I liked you. I didn't have to deal with that. They just left of their own accord. I'm like, nice. Like, good, honestly. It's just funny because I thought I had made a friend. Like, because I've been, like, this is a creator I've known for like a month or two. I was like, oh, I made a friend. I did not make a friend. I did not. And before someone's like, oh, you friend zoned them? And I'm like, no! Because I didn't know they were interested. Friend zone means you know they're interested and you put them there. And you were like, no. I had no idea. It's not like I care. Because, again, I'm talking to a wonderful woman. And I don't need anyone else to be interested. I don't want anyone else to be interested. I'm good. Shit just... it's weird because I look at other creators. Yeah, what do you mean? Oracle, yeah. Did you not listen to the story? I said I was being cutesy with the woman I'm talking to during stream. Like, on stream. Friend zone, no. Oblivious zone, yes. Oh, sorry. Yeah, no. But the funniest part, this is the funniest part of the whole thing. And again, I want to make this abundantly clear. There's no hate, no bad vibes towards the person. Okay. This is just because it's funny. It's kind of funny. So, yeah, they blocked me because they were interested in me for some reason. And I'm assuming thought we were being flirty when I just thought I had made a friend. But anyways, the funny part is that when I get off a stream, my phone, so my phone's right here. You can see the streams pulled up on it. I use my phone as a way to moderate my stream. Like, if I need, like, if somebody's saying some wild stuff, the moderator tools on desktop are not very good. So I can just quickly moderate from my phone. It's quick, it's easy, like, it's super helpful. So I have a second account. It's a backup account because, like, you know, a while back I got some violations on TikTok and I was worried, like, I would lose my account. So I'd made a backup account. That account's just the moderator at this point. That creator was friends with my backup account, too. And didn't block my backup account. So I saw on their story them posting stuff like, I don't entertain people in relationships, and I'm nice until I'm not. and all this, like, admittedly kind of cringe stuff that very, like, look, I'm oblivious, I am, but that definitely feels like the stuff somebody says when they just found out the person that they liked didn't like them. Like, right? Am I reading that wrong? I don't think so. And the people I know think I'm reading that the same, like, I'm reading that correctly. But, like, I was just like, what the hell? It made me laugh a little bit. Because I was like, what the... Okay, I was gonna say, like, maybe I'm way off base here or something, but, like, I look at it this way. It's a win-win for me. Somebody who was interested in me for, like, and wanted to talk to me for the wrong reasons is gone. And I'm getting to talk to a wonderful woman who I am interested in. But, like, it's a win-win for me. A creator who I thought I was friends with and wanted to work with in, like, a professional capacity is, like, that didn't want to work with me in a professional capacity. It was, like, want to work with me in a weird way. Is gone. And I'm getting to talk to a wonderful woman who I really enjoy talking to and I like a lot. That's a win-win for me. Out with the, you know, the negativity and, like, the bad vibe, and in with good vibe. That's a win-win for me. Like, and again, no hate to that person. No hate towards them, but, and that's why I'm not saying who it was, because I don't want anyone to, like, try to, like, make fun of them or anything. It's like, at the end of the day, like, I'm super oblivious. Again, like, sorry. I know I've said that a lot, but, like, you have to hit me, hey Greg, with a metaphorical brick to get me to understand that sort of thing. That's just the truth. I'm an idiot. And according to what, K58? It sounds bad when you call it a weird way. What do you mean? Oh, sorry. If I worded that weird, I'm sorry. Oh, yeah, Rayquaza is, like, the box legendary for Emerald. And so, in Ruby and Sapphire, you catch Rayquaza post-game, I'm pretty sure? Like, at the end of the game. Rayquaza, and then in Emerald, I think technically you can capture it before... You can capture it before the Elite Four. But, I think in Ruby Sapphire, you have to wait till after the Elite Four, I think. I don't know, it's been a long time. It's late game. What was I saying? Oh. The moral of the story is, don't follow people on TikTok if that's your intention. That's the moral of the story. Just don't. Not everyone... Oh, okay. No, I'm not trying to insult them or anything. Sorry, that's my bad. No, I'm just trying... Okay, great. I'm just trying to say, like, don't... For one, don't try to use TikTok like a dating app. Like, just as a point of emphasis, don't. Most people aren't on here for that reason. Obviously, some people are. But most aren't. Like, me personally. Greg's not in my party, no, because I was just trying to evolve Greg. I'm trying to finish the Pokédex right now. Yeah, most people are not on here for that reason. I'm not on here for that reason. I'm on here to be a content creator. You know? So, yeah, just don't assume people are on here for that reason and you won't run into that issue. It's that simple. To the minute? That's actually kind of cool. Exactly, Zebra. Again, it's like, it's nothing against them. It's just, yeah, like, that's not what you should be on here for, you know? Hey, Tip. Firesmith, no. Oh. Dang it. What is my chain at for Houndor now? 21! I didn't think I'd found that many Houndor already. Okay. I think it spawns the Houndor in that, like, really tiny patch of grass north of me. So Destiny Bond? I'm winning. For Christmas, just same as every year. Family from out of town come into town. We spend a few days doing Christmas stuff, and that's about it. Play some board games, some card games. Have like a normal, like, Christmassy meal, like, you know, like ham or turkey. Or shredded chicken sandwiches. I think that's what we're doing this year. I love shredded chicken. Thank you, Tim. I'm older than you. What? Who are you calling kiddo? Don't do that. I'm back in my day. Chat, I'm just assuming it's because of the it was because of the topic. Him was being funny because of the current topic of discussion. Okay, it's definitely, like, popping up. It's popping up here sometimes. There's no way to reach that without going out of range. I'm okay without it, but thank you. I don't know if the shiny hunting for Dex Nav works at all. Because they said shinies, like, you can get shinies, but shiny is, like, hunting is bugged to an extent. So I'm just kind of testing it right now. My top three. So Emerald and Crystal are 1 and 2. I go back and forth between Crystal being number 1 and Emerald being number 1. I almost said numble. It did it again, where it spawned the freaking Houndor up here. That's so annoying. Oh, that sounds good though, Judge. I don't know what I would say would be number 3. Platinum's really good. Like, I do like Pokemon Platinum. Black and White were really good. X and Y were better than people gave them credit for, but I still want to put them top 3. Gold and Silver and Ruby and Sapphire, despite being, like, the same generation as Emerald and Crystal, aren't as good. Yeah, I would have used that maybe for the English muffin, but not the egg. But say Generation 7 was okay. Obviously, the Ultra games were better because they were literally just the previous games of the series with additional stuff to do. Generation 8 wasn't huge on. Not a big fan of Gen 8. The shiny hunting, like, thing you did for that wasn't my favorite. Same with, like, the SOS chaining on Generation 7. Not a big fan of that one either. Generation 9. I think was better than Gen 8, but still wasn't my fave. There was some stuff about it I really liked. I like the open world concept. I wish they had done it a little better, but I like the concept. Hello, Betty. Yeah, I've been letting my hair grow out for a while. What was I talking about? And Little Birdie, aka the video I posted. Favorite mods, like Pokemon, like are you talking about like ROM hacks, or are you talking about like Minecraft mods? 'Cause ROM hacks, this one would be up there. This one would be up there. This one's really good. So, Pokemon LAZARUS, which is this game, an incredible Pokemon ROM hack. I would put that in the ROM hacks in the vein of mods. She's great. She's great. I literally didn't sleep for over 48 hours because I spent that much time talking to her because she's that cool. Yeah. Infinite Fusion is cool. It's not my favorite, but it's a good idea. It just wasn't my fave. In part because of the use of Fire Red and Leaf Green. Like, because like that story, I've played it so many times, and it's a fairly basic story. Even adding in the fusion element wasn't like that crazy for me. But it's pretty good. I like the idea. It's not really a mod per se, but PokeMMO is pretty good. Just because with the same character, you can play through the first 5 regions, which is cool. Like, just in general, being able to play through the first 5 regions is very nice in the same game. Emerald Sea Glass, which is by the same creator as this game, is a total reskin of Pokemon Emerald. So that one would almost fall more in the mods category than this one would. Because instead of making a new story, it reskins Emerald to look like Generation 2 and adds in some nice quality of life features that I wish Emerald had in the first place. I am currently sending out a Honchkrow. Yeah, one of the biggest issues with Infinite Fusion is the reliance on the community sprites. Because if a Pokemon Fusion just doesn't have a community sprite, you wind up with this weird, the face got slapped on the body of the other one, and it just feels awkward. Like that old, there was a really old application that did that, where that's basically all it did, and it wasn't great. That's the point, yeah, it's literally a mafia bird, it's a haunch, like a henchman, Honchkrow. It's making you an offer you can't refuse. Oh. My favorite Pokemon is Houndoom. So I'm hoping to find a shiny Houndour here, is what I'm hoping for. That's why I'm hunting Houndour right here. I don't know. Thank you, Warplane Guy. don't know, Oracle. That's a tough one. Oh, Baldur's Gate, Judge. Fair. I haven't played that, but I've heard people like say it's like incredible. The only thing I don't like about it, in theory, is the dice roll. Which, again, I understand that a lot of Pokemon is a dice roll, essentially. But, I don't know. There's something about the, like, outcome of my game being basically entirely up to chance that I do not enjoy. I don't think I'd go above 30 for that question. YouTube? I like YouTube. Like, I mean, there literally is that in a lot of the Pokemon games, so yeah. Just, yeah, like, that's been my thing with, like D&D in general, not just Baldur's Gate, is I don't like the fact that you could be completely specced out. No, I know, Judge, I know. I'm just saying, I don't like the idea of being completely specced out just to, like, lose because I rolled a 1. It's annoying enough in Pokemon when it should be an easy battle and I just have the unluckiness that is missing a move multiple times. And that's just for like one Pokemon. Let alone critical failure. You slipped and smacked your skull on a step, because you hit a nat 1 on detect traps, you know? Or a nat 1 perception roll. Like, yeah, but save scumming literally defeats the point of that game. You're just re-rolling over and over and over again to get the outcome you want then. Morrowind has a dice roll mechanic, but there's no voice acting. I don't necessarily always need voice acting in a game, but I feel like if it's a game that's almost like D&D in nature, no voice acting would feel weird, but I guess, I don't know, I never played Morrowind. It's like, oh, you hit a nat 1, you fell and died. Oh. Yep, oh my god, it spawned it up there again! Dude, I've gotta be on, like, Houndor number 40 or something at this point. $47, actually. Hey, Yellow. How you doing? Hello, cat. Cat. Oh, Fairberry. I'm good, Yellow. Yeah, I don't miss that. Cat, I don't. Every time I gotta fill out something for, like, TikTok or YouTube, I'm just like, TikTok because there's like 19 different ways that creators can like get money. You have to fill out your tax paperwork like 19 times. It's so annoying. Zebra, that just sounds like an exercise in pain, then. Nice. Yeah, Christmas break is coming up for everyone, which is super cool. Can't believe it's already almost 2026. Like, genuinely. Ooh. I might just capture this hound, or even... Yeah, it's not shiny. I think I'm still going to just capture it. It has Thunderfang, which is an egg move, and it's good coverage, and it's a 2-star, which means 2 of its IVs are perfect. I'm going to try to capture it. You're already on Christmas break? Nice. 2025 both felt like it went fast and felt like it didn't go fast. Like, honestly, there were parts of it that did not go fast at all. But for the most part, yeah, it felt like it went pretty fast. Hey, OMG. Okay. Give a nickname? Yes, Roscoe. I'm just annoyed because this means I could have had a Houndoom with me for most of the game. And I just never found one. That's what I'm annoyed about. I could have had a Houndoom that whole time. I like broccoli better, OMG, but cauliflower is not the worst. Doesn't really have much going on, though. There's a Komala here. Fair yellow. That's one thing with games. I definitely am not very patient with some of them. Really? 2 focus sashes? It's not, again, that's not terrible, but it's not great. Hey, Luna. Okay, I've got Aranis Path done. I know I did Pythios Town. I did Wanderer's Woods. I did Juice Mail Town. Bronze Fields, I went back and did that. I did the Acresia Mountains. I think... Did I finish Riverwalk Trail? Did I finish the decks up there? Yeah. Torchic's cool, but I like Mudkip better for Generation 3. Yes? I am. Oh, well at least there's that, OMG. I did do this section. Okay. Oh. Thank you, thank you. Hey, Della. Yeah, I like putting like a random noise at the beginning of longer videos. Okay, I've gotten everything up here already. Ow, well that sucks. Common Rider. That's Super Saiyans was telling me about that in streams before. Well, yeah. 4C batteries? Well, as of now, it's going very well. And I'm happy. So, thank you. Oh, well, but at least, so it was at least an enjoyable fight. So that's good. Like, full, like, you can't restore it, Barry? Because that sucks. Okay, I need to buy... Oh. That's disappointing. We sell all the stuff like this. Big pearl. 2 pearl. Nuggets. Big nuggets. Oh, I maxed out my money. I just noticed that. I have max money, so selling all those did nothing. Oh. It takes practice. It takes time and practice to get good at guitar. It's tough. Do 100. Fast Pokemon? Sure. I can buy 999 of them? No, I'm okay. I'll do 10 of those. 10 of these. I'll get some... Oh, I already have some Dream Balls, actually. Okay. Hey, Alyssa. Yeah, Starfield Riley has a lot of issues. Probio is a boss that basically, if you have a theater kid and unlimited pyrotechnics budget. Oh, that's fantastic. That sounds great. Yeah, this game, it's really easy to grind out money. I think analog watches look nicer, but digital watches are, like, easier. Because a lot of digital watches have a lot of extra features, but analog watches look nicer, like if you're wearing a suit. Okay, I've done the Fresco Islands. I believe I've done the Sea of Volcay. I know I did the Sea of Asteri, both sides. Wake Water, I think I just need Annihilate still. Captara Island, I need Reuniclus, which is an evolution again. Pallades City, I think, is evolutions. That's all that's left there. Asphalt Hills, I already did. Browseless Cavern, I believe I finished. Foreign Crossing, I just turned in. Port Pello, I don't know if there was actually anything there. I don't think I've done the Nyx Trails or the Arios Hideouts. Let me go check those. Oh, fair enough, Oracle. But yeah, I don't think I finished the Dex Nav for this area. I didn't. Evolution. Oh, and I'm only missing one. Okay. How'd you? Hello. Oh, just capture it. I don't know. I don't know, Zebra. Honestly, Dead Rising 2, I really enjoyed a lot of the, like, crafting in that. It was fun. Could have used a Master Ball. I feel like a lot of times you just play the game and you don't think about a lot of the names in Pokemon. Like, there's some of them that, like, years after the fact, I was just like, oh, now I get it. It's like, you just kind of assume, you're like, oh, it's something to do with, like, the creature and then the element. Like, that's usually, like, oh, like, Chestnut. It's a play on the word chestnut because it's a grass type. And then on top of that, it's supposed to be like a Juggernaut or a Knight. So it's like, oh yeah, that makes sense. Delphox took me a while. Because I forgot about, like, Delphi. Like, magic stuff. And then it's just a combination with Fox. So, hey, Sob, thank you for the dolphin. I'm doing great. I'm doing fantastic. I'm having a great time. Eight. That's another one I don't have to worry about evolving now. Herm is trying to learn Bug Bite. Ooh. Dead Rising wouldn't be like that terrible of a zombie apocalypse to deal with too. Like, that's the good part. A lot of them are really slow. The people are like genuinely the worst part. See, for some people it's a complete reverse, Barry. Some people it's like, oh, I'm feeling really down right now, and all of a sudden they're like, the creativity flows through me. I know most of my song lyrics that I've written in my life have been when I was feeling like crap. I assumed OMG just based on your description earlier. Did I still go in here and fight or no? Nope, they just completely abandoned it. Okay. Spoder! There's one Pokemon in this area I have not found. And I would like to see who it is. Yeah. Ugh. That's fair. Well, don't most of them? Because I thought, like... Oh, it's just a Primeape. Okay. So it's another Pokemon that's an evolution of something I already have, but Hornet's not. No, that's fair. I was thinking of the Knight. Sorry, my brain was still thinking about Hollow Knight. I feel like I named the other one Engi as well, but it just works. Okay, well that is the entirety of Arios' hideout. Except for nighttime, which I don't know if the Pokemon here actually change for nighttime. That's what I was saying, Zebra, like... The Zebra Duck. The worst, like, people in... Or the worst threat in that game, like, in the Dead Rising games, is always the people. Yeah, they're, like, semi-forward about, like, what the requirements are for evolution for a lot of the Pokemon, but not all of them. Some of them just, they completely are like, figure it out, bud. Like, I don't remember if they ever tell you, hey, in order to evolve, was it Galarian Yamask into Runerigus? You have to, like, make it take a critical hit, or no, you have to get it down to, like, a certain health and then run under an archway in the wild area. Like, they don't really describe that very well. Okay, only one I'm missing is Banette in this area. Okay. So if I come across the Banette, I will capture it. Dude, some of the Galarian evolutions are weirdly specific. Like, what is it? Galarian, Farfetch'd? You have to get 3 critical hits in a single fight? And then it'll evolve into Surfetch'd? It's weird. It's very weirdly specific. But it's because they're like, well, we gotta come up with, like, new ways to evolve Pokemon. Because we can't just keep using the old ways. We gotta be unique. And it's like... Ew. Oh, is it lagging K58? I'm sorry. I'm not seeing anything on my end, but TikTok's been awkward. Oh, Alyssa, all that does is make me think of those videos where, like, the dude shaves his beard and, like, he'll walk out and his family will just be like, ah! Ah! Just freak it out. So, those are so funny. They're so good. No, just look up some of the evolutions from Galar. They are crazy. Hold on, I just want to respond to some comments. There we go. Alright, some people were... hold on, what did that say? Okay. Hey, Jesse. Okay, so this is Pokemon Lazarus. It is available through... I think it's... if you just search Pokemon Lazarus, it should come up. It's Nemo is the creator. The patch file is available on their Ko-Fi. It's free. You can donate to them so they keep making projects, but I was just responding to some comments. I don't want people to be mean to that person. I was just making a funny video. Cornball, welcome back. It's going great, so I appreciate that, Barry. Nice, Oracle. I actually do like Imagine Dragons. Imagine Dragon D's nuts. But I actually really do like their music. I just gotta squeeze that joke in there before someone gets me with it. Sorry, so yeah, Jesse, it's called Pokemon Lazarus. It's by Nemo on Ko-Fi. You have to patch an Emerald ROM in order to use it, and they do not give you an Emerald ROM, but there are threads that tell you good places to find them. There's like the Internet Archive, and it didn't make the shiny thing, but that Berserker's different fur color depending if it's male or female. That's right. Forgot about it. I knew it! Does have problems, but it's a good game. You talking about Lazarus? Yes. There's some issues, but it's really fun. I know, Alyssa. I know. Ugh. Oh, and Starfield. Right. Forgot you were talking about Starfield. Sorry. Oh, right. I already have a Persian. That might be the level that Goth IHOP evolves. Cat down. The Persian is down. No, the reason earlier when I was like, who commented? It said Lizzo commented. And I was just like, what? It was not. It was not. I was very confused. It's your mother. No, cat. Yeah, no, K58, I know. TikTok is just... It can be a lot. They lowered Mienfu's evolution level. Nice! Means I don't have to raise this stupid thing for as long. Normally Mienfu's like 52, 55 when it evolves, and it makes no sense. Because you have to use a very low, like, not very strong Pokemon for, like, so long before it evolves. Like, you're finally getting a Mienshao by, like, the Elite Four in Black and White. Granted, you don't normally get a Mienfu until you're almost at the Elite Four, so it's kind of not that big of a deal, but it's still weird. That game had so many late Evos. Rufflet into Braviary. Volibee into Mandibuzz. Dano, as well as Hydreigon, was a really late one. Hey, Nemix. But yeah, now, okay. I already have Braviary. I think, did I capture a Dodrio? Hold on. I think I caught one last night. Did I? Well, first of all, I can just use the Syrupy Apple to evolve Cusca. I swear I caught a Dodrio last night. Did I not? There's Doduo. Nope, there's Dodrio. Okay, I thought so. Okay. I don't remember if I have Grafaiai. I know I don't have Claydol, though, so Claydol will be the next one. Thank you for the heartbeat, Nemix. So let me use the Syrupy Apple quick. There we go. Wait. Thank you for the roses, Nemix. Can Pikachu use... I don't know. I got a Pikachu solely for Pokédex completion in this one. Let me search for Diplin. Hey, Bloodborne. Where's Diplin? There's Diplin. Oh. I thought Diplin was like basically an Applin, but in a different region in Paldea. I didn't think that was an evolution. Oh, okay, so I gotta raise Cusco. Okay, that's fine. It's going good. I'm trying to find the person. Is there not a person in these woods that, like, give me a reward for completing the decks in an area? There might not be. Oh, fair enough. Hopefully I can just find a Banette. Nope. That's not a Banette. Banette. Zatu. That should be decent XP, right? No. Oh! What level does your cloak evolve into Dragapult? I feel like that was one that was like really late. Oh, wait, I'm in Port Pello? I need a Togetic. Oh, and that's it. Okay. Oh, look at that. Oh, 2 Togetics. Togetic looks weird. It's not a shiny Togetic, but I don't remember it being that red. And Togetic was a Gen 2 Pokemon, so I've seen it in Generation 2, like, coloration. Also, Riley, I don't know why there are some games where Pikachu can't learn Iron Tail. I know this is like, that comment was like a few minutes ago, but like, they're like, oh, well, no, in this one it can't learn it. Like, why not? It was very good with Iron Tail. Okay, you're gonna be named... Actually, hold on. Tony Hank. Did I name one Tony Hank already? And no, I'm not naming him Tony Hawk. Specifically Tony Hankin it. Because it just sounds funnier. Tony Hankin. I'm gonna fight this one and see if it's any different. No, okay. Something looked weird. It looked off. Hank Trill. Alright, let's check the Poke Center, because that should be the last one I needed to capture here. Unless there's ones that are available at nighttime, please don't let there be. There's ones available at nighttime. No! I clicked the wrong time of day. Have you ever heard of Hank Trill? I always fast click past this. Okay, what am I missing? Oh, okay. Hank Trill, yeah. Florgus is the one I'm missing. Okay. Or Florgus. I feel like it's probably Florgus. Because I haven't evolved a Floette yet. Morgrim, Floette, and Morgrim. Okay. Well, let's see if I can't run into a Florgus. If I can capture something, I'd rather do that than waste the time, like, leveling and evolving something. To be fair. That is the wrong final evolution. Thank you, Cornball. I'm just laughing at I just saw Alyssa. I just saw what you sent me. I wasn't gonna say that, but fair. I'm Tony Hank, and I use my propane grill to rip sick 180s and rail grind. I just popped a perk. Oh. It's what friends are for. You want to know what'd be... I'm doing great. You know what would have been really funny? What would have been really funny? Is if I posted that video, like, being like, what the hell? And I lost more mutuals. That would have been really funny. Genuinely, I would have laughed so hard. Because I would have just, it would have just been like a, oh. Doublade. Actually, wait, let me finish that. It would have been like a, oh. Oh, it's a Duskstone. I've been wasting time. It's a Duskstone, that's right. I need to go get Duskstones, don't I? I thought it was when it learns King's Shield it evolves. Does it learn King's Shield after it evolves? Is that what it is? Hey, Tiger. I clicked the wrong thing. Hold on. Nope. Nope, you're not holding the Dusk... Which one of you guys had the Duskstone? Because I think one of you did. Is it you? No, it was not John Litwick. No, you're holding... I know what you're holding. It's not... That's a Mystic Water. There isn't a lot of storage space in the PC on this, or in your bag. So I'm using the Pokemon in my computer as bonus storage. In case you're wondering. Nice, Tiger. Oh, wrong thing. Do I really not have any other dusk stones? I used all? I gotta go get more? No, I don't want to do that. I didn't have any in my bag, right? Revive Piper. No, 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 no. Okay. Nobody in my party's holding one, right? Because some of you guys are holding items. Amulet coin, never melt ice, fossilized dinosaur. Okay, go. I have to go to Sophos and I have to go get a dusk stone. Real quick before I fly to Sophos, let me run over to the grass and see if a floor just spawned. Nope, it's 3 more Grims and a Rabombi this time. Hey, nice, Tiger. I know it's that time of year where everyone's going on Christmas break, so... I speak English. I can somewhat understand Spanish. I can understand it way more when it's written, because I can take my time and process it. Hey, Red Death, how you doing? I think Duskstone is this guy. Nope. Which one of you guys gives me dusk stones? Is it red? No. Metal coat would be nice, so I do need to do that too, but... There we go. I need linking cords and dusk stones, so perfect. Hey, nice. Oh wait, you mean it's the end of the workday, or you're just ready to leave? Because either way, fair enough. 2 linking cords? I don't even think I needed 2 more. I think I only needed 1 more. Yeah, Tiger, I feel that. I remember. I remember back in my day. I remember. Sometimes school sucks major bunghole. Not a good time. I get it. This is Lazarus, Magic Frogman. Relatively new, within like the last month. Have I not gotten a dusk stone yet? Are we serious? Or did I get one and I missed it? There's a chance. It is a patch file. Another leaf stone. It's a patch file. So it's like a full new story, but you have to patch it onto an emerald. There we go, dusk stone. 3 hours? Oh. Back in my day, I walked uphill both ways to school. And it was snowing. 10 inches of snow every day. Every hour. I walked all the way to Sauron and back to get to school. Nope, not the stone I need, but thank you. I think all I need is a metal coat from this guy. That's not a metal coat. Well, that's too damn bad! Nope, okay. Dude, in high school, they never, like, really gave that much of a crap about your papers either. You'd put so much effort into it, and then the teacher would be like, good job, buddy. Pat you on the back, and you're like, I stressed about this forever. And what, did you just glance at it? Yeah, pretty much. Oh, no, they said it was important. They always told us it was important, but it didn't, like, and it would be a big part of your grade, but I feel like most of the teachers just didn't care about that. And then in college, yeah, it's different. Oh. That was buggy. Does this guy below me give me anything that I need right now? I think I'm good on all these, but sure. Oh, no, in high school, and this is a funny story, and I'm sure Ammon doesn't mind me telling it, my brother didn't feel like doing a paper, so he turned in one that he had typed the previous year to the same teacher, and just told the teacher that he decided he couldn't find enough info. He's like, I couldn't find enough information on the topic I chose, so I chose a new topic. And the teacher was like, okay, that's fine. Turned in paper from the previous year, got a better grade on it the second time. Look, that dude was a great dude, the teacher, but he was not a good teacher. His name was Greg. He is also the one that the school instituted a policy where we were no longer going to be given exam exemptions, which if your high school had the same policy, what it was, or if it didn't, I could explain it to you. Basically, it was just, you're doing so good in this class, we're not going to make you take the exam. You clearly know what you're talking about. You know what's going on. I'm not going to force you to sit down and take a boring test, and possibly lower your grade, because, well, that would just be, stupid at this point. Greg. It was Greg. That's part of why I name stuff Greg all the time, is because of him. But so he thought it was stupid that the school wasn't going to allow for exemptions anymore. And he was like, we're still going to do that. But he had to have some evidence that we still turned in our exams. So he said, all right, I'm going to read off a list of names. These names are people who have above a 95. He's like, unless you do better on the exam than your current grade, it's not going to count against you if you have above a 95. So it's like, yeah, you still have to fill it out, but you could just fill it out with nonsense. I drew a comic strip because I had an 100 because I was the valedictorian. I was a good student. Honestly, Kat, there are some teachers that care, and they would notice if I pulled something like that when I was growing up. But there were a lot of them when I was growing up that I genuinely think I could have just flat out lied to consistently, and they would not have cared. Genuinely. There were some that they did not want to be there at all. It's like, why were you even a teacher? You clearly don't want to be. We had some that were like that. I think one of the most egregious, salutatorian on a technicality. Yeah. I was valedictorian, and a couple other people were also valedictorian, because all of us had 4.0s, and since our school didn't do AP, where you could get higher, they were like, well, we don't know how it would be fair to, choose one of you guys, so there's gonna be a couple of you. And I'm like, okay, let's go based off of ACT or SAT scores. I had the highest, so that's why I said let's go with that. The teacher last year went to drink with you guys at 3 a.m. on the weekend. Yeah, they would get arrested if they did that here. That's fair, too. Oh, okay, Alyssa. Borgato. My STEM teacher, one of our projects in that class, STEM was basically wood shop if you also did some other cool stuff. We made beer steins. We made beer steins. with acid etching of our school logo. And he said once the entire class was 21, like years in the future, we'd all go out for a drink. He never took us to get a drink. That son of a bitch. My actual math teacher in high school was awful. Just awful. She's one of the ones that, like, clearly did not want to be a teacher and did not want to be there. But what happened was she bombed out of her, like, normal job and landed a high school math teaching position because he still wishes me happy birthday every year on Facebook. I probably could message him and be like, you want to grab a beer sometime? And he'd be like, yes! I'm going to contact everyone from that class and be like, who's up for a beer? Okay, let's see. Have I caught everything in this area? Yes, 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 yes. Oh, no! Oh, it's Kilowattrel. That's an evolution. Okay. That's not a big deal. It's just an Evo. Well, but where is the turn-in guy for the Sea of Volcay? That's the real question. That's a Litten right there. Where is the person I turn in my Pokédex? I know you do, Tiger. Oh, no, if I was going to do that, I wouldn't do content on it, to be fair. Like, I might tell the story of, like, us going and grabbing the drink, but, like, I wouldn't make a video or anything of, like, the actual, like, going and doing that. The only time I feel like drinking in general can be involved in content and like have it not be like super weird is the streams where people like they play like Lethal Company or Among Us and you drink with that. That's fun, I think. Horrible in school had the lowest grade. Bill. Oh, nice, K58. Some people are just not good in class, and they're good at tests, and there are some people that are vice versa. I mean, look, if I do a road trip out that way, I'm gonna do some content, so. Depends. It depends, on the state, Duck. Some states, as long as you're in public, you can be recorded. Like, that's... No, that's my mod, Alyssa Tim. No, her and Kat are plotting against me, is what's happening. They're plotting against me, is what's happening. They have become friends now, and they're plotting my demise. But yeah, I do think it's a good... Oh, I can't run away? Oh, it's bad for you, Noctowl. See... No, so... I think it... Like, it's... I know! It's freaking... It's so far away. No. No, what was I gonna say? No, I think it's better to be on the safe side and always be like, hey, is it okay if we're filming here? Like, talking to people. But you do have to be aware that some places, it is completely, not just okay, but, like, it is totally fine to record. Like, once you're inside of a private business, then there are issues, okay? But... out in public, where there's no expectation of privacy, you are allowed to film. And some people don't get that. They think if they are in the footage, that means they have consent to be like, no, that's not how that works. Like on Impractical Jokers, I already named a Wattrel Watson. I'm gonna name you Sunny Shore after the electric type gym. The reason they do that is because it's getting put on television, and they're often filming in private places, like inside of businesses, inside of like stores, arenas. You'll notice a lot of times when they're out in public, they don't have to blur that many people. If someone specifically asks to be blurred, I think technically you're supposed to. But again, that could just be New York specifically is like that, because I don't think Ohio you have to do that. They were the Heartbeats and the I'm Ready shop. Welcome back, welcome back. Dude, genuinely, yeah, FAI. Like, I'm so tired of it. I'm so tired of it. Like, I know people trying to build PCs right now that just literally can't because RAM is just whee! Just got your 4060. Nice, K58. One of my buddies, I think he has a 4070? He has a 4000 series, and he likes it a lot, so... I'm so over all the AI bullcrap. I'm over it. Like, there's been instances where RAM wasn't, like, the cheapest thing in the world, but it's never been like this. Like... yeah, now it's a pain in the butt. Like, the fact that there are companies that are like, yeah, we're not gonna do anything but AI RAM now. Like... oh! Oh, wait, apparently I have caught all of them. Yeah, but then K58, you would be, depending on where you live, you would likely be arrested for destruction of property and assault if you did that. Just FYI. It's best to just, if you really are, like, annoyed with somebody filming in public, just ignore them. That is the safest thing for you. Okay, I did Marmoro, I did the Sea of Asteria, I did Mirani. Did I do Pentapedal and Pollen Road and the Devosi Straits yet? Fresco's done. Pallades Evolutions. Oh yeah, Sop. Last Light Road is done. Kipos Town is done. Tower of Dioxipus is done. Hey, nice, nice. And if he'll let you use him, he'll let you use him. Oh, yeah, but again, K58, like, that's just what I'm just letting you know. Even if they're getting up in your face with a camera, if you're in public, and it's an area where it's not explicitly disallowed, like, because some countries disallow that, but some, like, if you're in the States, some states, as long as you're in public, there's technically no law about that, unless it's physical harassment. You striking someone's camera in that manner would constitute a crime on you, which is dumb, it is, but that's how it's written right now. Oh, that sucks, too. Yeah, I was gonna say, you could probably file a charge for harassment if they're, like, right here, but if you strike back at all, you're gonna wind up in trouble. That's what I'm just saying, from a legal standpoint, your best thing is to just either get some evidence yourself and then, like, file for harassment or something, or just leave. Is that, like... that's all I'm saying. I'm not trying to justify walking up to people like that. I think a lot of those auditors, they're just trying to rage bait people. But I'm saying to protect yourself. Got that. And last one I need is Annihilate. Where did he spawn? Oh, he spawned up here. Because we've got some of those, like, the First Amendment auditors around here. And, like, it's like, technically they're not in the wrong, but they are super annoying and they know they're annoying. So they're just trying to get content out of making you mad. That's what they're doing. So you just don't play into it. It's that simple. Yeah, the reaction is what they want. Oh, that's fair, Tim. That's fair. No, I've got family members that are, like, public people. So, like, somebody doing that to them, like, would be concerning. So... Or, like, me, again, I'm not famous or nothing, but, like, I've got a fairly large following. If someone was being, like, in my face about, like, camera filming... I'm trying to do, like, a smartphone filming, because a lot of them film on their smartphones now, but... I know what I'm naming you. I don't think I can do this with the spaces, though. Hold on. I don't think I have enough space if I do the spaces, so it's just gonna have to be one word. I miss the rage. That's true. Yeah. That is something I think a lot of people don't seem to get. Is that it's different. Oh wait, is there not a person to turn in here? The Pokédex thing? Oh. I was gonna say, yeah, like, just because someone's a public figure doesn't mean, like, and again, depending on the country, like, in Sweden, they're allowed to film you if you're a public figure. That is annoying. Unless you could, K58, unless you could prove that they were trying to hit you with the camera, that would not work. But I appreciate the enthusiasm. No, yeah, like, yeah, a lot of, like, just because I film myself and do, like, you know, videos and stuff doesn't mean I want somebody to, like, walk up and, you know, do that in public. Yeah. Yeah, like, there's a big difference between, like, say, like, your favorite streamer's at a convention where they, or your favorite artist is at a show where they're expecting people to, like, probably approach them and want pictures or stuff. Like, that's different. If they're having lunch with their family, probably not the best time to approach them. Oh, I can see you're having a discussion with your wife, but would you mind taking a picture with me and signing my arm? I would mind. Oh. Yeah, but yeah, I feel like the experience of talking with somebody is better than just getting a picture with them. Yeah! Citrus berry? Orange berry. Like, a lot of those stories where people will be like, yeah, exactly, Alyssa. But a lot of those stories where people are like, I met so-and-so and they were just so rude. Half of them, it's like, oh, or like some of them, it's like, okay, that actually was kind of rude. But another half of them are more like, you approached them while they were doing something with, like, a family member. And then when they didn't immediately drop what they were doing with their family member, you got mad at them? What? Welcome back, OMG. Okay, apparently there isn't somebody here to turn in... No, I don't want to do champion defense right now. There's no one here to turn in the Pokédex thing, too, for this area. Did not know that. Okay. Let me fly to Pentapedal. Yeah, like, it just depends where you're at, K58. That's why it's important to be up to date on local laws, so that you know whether or not somebody is legally allowed to just film you in public. Like, because if you know that, then you know when people can and can't, and you can be aware of it. It's always a good idea to be knowledgeable about what people can and can't do where you live. That way you're not taken off, like, caught off guard when somebody does something and you're like, can they do that? Yeah. It's like, I don't mind, like, somebody being like, hey! Like, being excited, but I do mind somebody, like, trying to interrupt what I'm doing. Did I already turn this one in? No. Okay, there we go. Exactly. Ignorance is not a defense, so you need to know. I mean, if you set that boundary, K58, they need to respect it, so that's fair. No. OMG. For this... Ooh. That was way more XP than I thought it was going to be. Whoops. What is Dragon Cheer? Increases allies' critical hit ratios, especially if they're a dragon. Interesting. Yeah, exactly. But yeah, like the thing about Keanu Reeves, he's just a cool dude in general. So like I can see him being like, even if he's not like really okay with it, he's just gonna like be like, yeah, sure. Oh my god, how many moves are you learning? Foes that have stats upped during the turn get burned. Okay. I'm gonna get rid of Dragon Cheer, I guess. Exactly, yeah. But yeah, it's just, you just gotta know how things are handled where you live. It's that simple. Yeah, I get it, K50, yeah, I get it. A lot of people don't like their, like, photo being taken. I understand. I don't like taking photos, but, like, then I sit here because it's my... Like, the difference is that this is my stream, you know? Like, I am in control of my stream, like, how it goes, all that good stuff. Yeah, that's fine. Like, I don't have anything against doing autographs and stuff. Oh, I didn't mean to do that. I fat fingered. There we go. I would say, yeah, I'm probably not gonna, like, run into anyone randomly until, like, I'm at a convention, so... But yeah, so usually if you see somebody trying to do, like, the filming in public, like, you know, First Amendment auditor stuff, they are usually in an area where that is something they can do. And they know they're in an area where that is something they can do. Because they will specifically do it in spots where they're like, well, if somebody tries to tell me I can't, they're wrong, and I can get them in trouble if something happens. Like, that's what they're going for. Because it's either they get content for their channel, Or they could wind up getting to sue somebody for infringing on their First Amendment rights. It is literally a win-win for them. So they do not care. Oh, wait. Okay, so you're done. I need to get Lycanroc now. I need Amistar. My favorite Pokemon? Houndoom. Alright, I want to check how Bro evolves in this one. So I want to check how Stantler is set to evolve. Yeah. Those videos are funny where it's like rage baiting my dog. And it's just they keep like treat and then they just give them the treat at the end of it anyways. It's like, so they're still getting the treat. It was just funny for a little bit. I still feel slightly bad about it to begin with, but oh, why? What level does it learn Psy Shield Bash? Level 30? Ah, okay. I assumed you meant the dog. Like, you want the ball? Everyone does that. Okay, so I've turned in the Pokemon in this route. So this one's done. Now the Straits of Daviros I need to check. I think there's only like 2 Pokemon, or there's like 4 Pokemon that count up here in the Straits of Daviros. Or Devosi Straits, that's what it's called. We need... Only thing I need to capture is a Delmise. Okay. Oh, that's disappointing. I don't think I knew that. Okay, that's annoying. It spawned over there and I can't physically surf to it. This is Pokemon Lazarus. It is a fan game. It's built off of Pokemon Emerald, like, so it uses an Emerald ROM. But it's a completely new story. It's a lot of fun. Okay. Delmise looks so good in Generation 2 graphics. It looks so good. Okay, quick ball. I'm sorry to hear that, Kyle. Dude, it's been a few years now, but we had a dog for almost 16 years. When he died, oh my god, that was terrible. That is, it's the worst feeling. It's the same concept as like polar bear fur, yeah. It's the layering of the clear, the individual clear pieces that gives off the effect of looking white. That's one of the cool things about polar bears. All of their fur is clear tubes that help them stay insulated. Underwear. Yeah, losing a dog's like losing a family member. It sucks. Sometimes snow has color after it's been sitting on the ground for so long and it's filled with dirt. Humans have stripes, but they can only be viewed under certain lighting conditions, and cats can see these stripes on people, and it's thought that that is part of the reason why cats and humans first bonded, is because cats saw the stripes and thought we were big cats. I have heard about this. I'm naming you... Beach Boys? What's a better, like, ocean-themed... Oh, wait, Ween. Ocean man, won't you take me by the hand, take me to the land that you understand. Oh, that would have been a normal one. Yeah, Cameron, you're right. What's up, normal guy? Did you ask a question? I didn't see anything. No, K58, don't eat the yellow snow. It's not, don't do it! It's not lemon flavored! I think I've... Wait, I'm missing one? What am I missing here? All of the Magikarps. Magikarp is only able to be found via the old rod in this one. I'm confused. Normal guy, are you going to ask the question? The question's probably getting muted by TikTok's guidelines, if I had to guess at this point, but... Silliness is illegal. Yeah, no. If that was the case, I'd be a career criminal. Put a woodchuck chuck of woodchuck chuck of woodchuck chuck wood. How much wood woodchuck chuck of woodchuck chuck wood? No! That didn't happen, Rick Toffin. We don't talk about it. Oh, this game's free. It's literally it's on. You can play it on your computer, on your phone. It's free. That's why ROMs and emulators are great. ROMs and emulators are awesome because they're just out there on the internet. Baseball bat. It's not going through normal guy unless you're just not typing it. I cannot answer what I cannot see. No, I own Pokemon Emerald, so I am fine. Rick Toffin. I own a copy of Emerald. According to Nintendo themselves, because of the one... I think it was because of a specific lawsuit that they lost. No. Normal guy. If you're typing, it's not going through. They say because of a lawsuit that was lost. What am I missing here? Caught. I caught that. They tried and they failed, like forever ago, Rick Toffin. What wound up happening is it was like, hey, Dark Kitty, it wound up being like, as long as you have a copy of it, like a physical copy, they cannot prove anything. Like, they can't prove that you didn't just get the ROM file off of the cartridge and play it on your computer. Hey, with a... Is that a finger heart? Thank you for that, Dark Kitty. Thank you. Is it a fishing Pokemon I'm missing? Alright, Kyle. I'll be live for the next 37 minutes. Appreciate you. Thank you for the rose, Sov. Blah, 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 blah. Okay, let's try Old Rod first. See if there's anything I'm missing here that's from fishing. Nope, Remoraid is one I've already got. Get the treasure, get the treasure, get the treasure, get the treasure. Okay. Well, it's the Ship of Theseus problem, is it not? It's essentially the Ship of Theseus, but with a slight change to it. I don't know. I want to finish the Pokédex on this Sov. Well, yeah, because I go until 3, Kyle. I go until 3. So that's why it's an exact amount. Yeah, so it's essentially the Ship of Theseus question, but with the added element of the subconscious. And, like, if you believe in it, the soul. So I personally believe you'd be the same person, because despite the fact that all of your cells have changed, the ones that, like, there's always going to be a cell that existed at the same time as previous cells. So you'd be the same person. Your cells technically would be different, though some of them will contain recycled material from previous cells. Actually, all of them will contain some recycled material. But it's like the reason the Ship of Theseus is a good thought experiment is because once all the wood has been replaced, it technically is all from a different tree, and as an object, a ship being an object, there's no continuation of said object technically. So in that case, if we look at like a person, and whether you believe in like the soul specifically, or just, you know, agree with subconscious, etc. Do I have a Shelder? Is that what I'm missing? Maybe I don't have a Shelder. Either way, your mind is not a cell. It may be considered like a projection of sorts of the cell, but it is not in itself an actual cell in your body. And that persists regardless of what cells currently compose your body. So I'd say you were still the same person. No, K58, the Ship of Theseus thought experiment is, if the Ship of Theseus is in a museum and they replace boards as they rot, at a certain point, there will be no boards on the ship that are originally from the Ship of Theseus. However, if you then assembled all of the rotten boards somewhere else, the Ship of Theseus would be there, it would just be rotten. So the question is always, which one is the true Ship of Theseus? Well, the rotten one, technically, because it is all of the original pieces of the Ship of Theseus. But when it comes to people, it'd be different, because there's the continuation of the mind. There is no mind in the Ship of Theseus. You have the same DNA that makes you, perpetually, in a body. Whereas in the Ship of Theseus, the new wood would not contain the same DNA as the previous wood. Even if it is the same species, it's not the exact same tree. Because the tree that made the Ship of Theseus was cut down however long ago to make the Ship of Theseus. I'm naming you... Clamps? Sure. Only if there's mutations. There will be minor alterations as the body starts to fail at DNA replication. What Pokemon am I missing here? I already have Shelter now. Perhaps Cloyster is a possible fishing capture here. I know. It's a good movie, so. I haven't read the book, but I know the movie's good. But either way, even if we ignore the DNA thing, I'm still sticking with you are the same person because of the continuation of the mind. Something that, again, it would not exist in a item such as the ship. No matter what, the continuation of the mind there, I would say, would make it the same person. That's part of why, like, when somebody's brain dies, they're like, well, they're gone. Because there's no longer really the continuation of the mind. The person, the consciousness is gone. It's just a shell left over. And that sucks. It does. And it sounds bad, but it's true. Without, like, our actual consciousness, it's just a shell. What? We're talking? No, I think it's a really good philosophical question, normal guy. Like, genuinely, I think that's a good one. What if instead of healing your Pokemon, they're making a clone? I've seen that theory. When Pokemon faint, they don't actually get revived, and what they're doing is just giving you a new one when you go to the Pokemon Center. That theory's interesting, if not a little weird. Because it's just like, I feel like the whole point of fainting in the game is that they are out of strength to fight, not that they're out of strength to be alive. Because there is Pokemon death, like, in the games. They tell you about it. That's why things like the Lavender Town Tower exist, the Pokemon Tower. Oh, I've seen bits and pieces, but I haven't watched that show. I know some of the characters at the very least. Right, Cameron? But yeah, like, it's an interesting theory, no doubt. It's just... Nice, Super Saiyans. I love the Pokemon theories, though, because people start, like, really, really getting into the lore, and it's really entertaining. I wonder if there's something else besides Remoraid on the old rod that I'm missing. It's Spoink, if it stops bouncing. Though, they've shown, I believe, several times in, like, the anime that that's not true. I swear there were a couple instances in the anime or even in some of the games where, like, a Spoink stops and it's fine. That's what it feels like. It feels very much like they were like, oh, that was a little dark. Maybe we should back off. Like, a lot of the Pokédex entries, like, in one game, the Pokédex entry will be super dark. And then in another game, it'll be, like, cheery again. And it feels very much like they were like, ah, that was a bit much. Let's back it up there. Maybe it's more like, well, when a Spoink stops bouncing, it becomes a Grumpig. So the Spoink ceases to exist, and a Grumpig is now there. Maybe that's what they mean, you know? Okay, no, that's just a Magikarp. It is. Oh, no, he does in several of the movies, yeah. He gets turned to stone in one of the movies. In one of the movies, he freezes. Like, Ash goes through it. Okay, I'm just going back to Wake Water. It is basically Stardew Valley fishing, yeah. It's great, and I love it. Well, no, technically, K58, technically speaking, if you took all the boards from the original ship and reassembled them elsewhere, it's all the original boards of the ship. Therefore, it would be the ship. Even though it's a rotted and decayed version of it, but it would be the ship. If you're going based on, like, just the components versus, like, the spirit. But in my opinion, when you're looking at, like, an item, such as a ship, you have to go off the components, versus if you're talking about a person, you go off the spirit, so to speak. Yeah, what doesn't make any sense, Rick Toffin, is that, like, the show begins with him being 10, and I swear to God, they make it sound like he's 10 in the most recent series, too. Like, Machine Spirit. I've heard arguments for it. Well, in that case, when you say machine spirit, what would you consider AI when it starts getting implemented into more machines? Would you consider that as a machine spirit? It's simulated, but that's what I'm saying. I don't like it either, but when you say machine spirit, like, if it's a consciousness in a machine, you could make that argument. That's why I'm saying don't do that. Ash getting all that when he ties what made him so overpowered? Oh, maybe. Ash's cells never fully came back from him being stoned, and so that's why he's always 10. He can't age anymore. See you, Soft. You're saying it wouldn't be the same ship even if the boards were rotted if they disassembled it and reassembled it? So is it not the same, like, for example, tent or computer if I take it down because I need to move it? If I move to a different house and I disassemble my computer and reassemble it when I get there, is it a different computer? Oh, nice, Rick Toffin, nice. Because if you're saying even if the boards aren't rotten and you just reassemble it elsewhere, if you're saying that's a different ship now, that would be applied anywhere else. That doesn't make any sense. Dang, Rick Toffin, okay. Old. No. Ash is a Super Saiyan. Yes. Yes, he is. Now, some of my computer is still the original parts. I'm saying when you take... I'm not talking about replacing the parts on this right now. What I'm talking about is if you have... that's why I said tent as another example. This is Pokemon Lazarus, Michael. Happy early birthday, Alyssa. That's why I was using tent as another example. You take down your tent and then you reassemble it with the tent poles and everything. Still the same tent, you just move it. Yeah, Pokemon Lazarus, the instructions on how to play it will come up when you search it. I think saying, like, the replacement parts thing still goes with my argument. Once I've completely replaced everything about a computer, it's basically a new computer. And the mind argument still works there. The mind argument still works there because once you transfer the data from the main drive to a new PC, you've transferred the mind of it. Then you could make an argument that it's the same computer because you've transferred the mind of it. Doesn't work as well, but you get what I mean. Wolf is trying to learn Rock Tomb? Ooh. I don't know. Remember, it's all just thought experiments and theory, so you are more than free to disagree. I'm just explaining what I think on it. It's just fun. It's a fun thing to think about. A person who thinks all the time. I just zoned out really hard there for a second. The ship of Theseus thing feels like a I zoned out really hard there after all the ship of Theseus stuff. My brain overloaded a little bit. Still the same computer if you upgrade it, but if you put the old parts back together, it's not the same computer. Ooh, what'd you get, Richtofen? What are you eating? I feel like, and again, feel free to disagree with me on this. If you copy the files over to a new PC, technically the new computer, like it has all the same, like it's all new parts. Like you've systematically upgraded each individual part, including the case, so nothing is a new part, but you moved your storage drive and like your launch drive and all that into there, like the files and everything. You'd be like, well, it's still using the same computer, it's just all new parts. But if you still have the old one that has the launch drive stuff still, and like has all that good stuff still on it, because realistically you're just copying the files, they would both almost be the same, still the same computer, and they both wouldn't. Because, well, and that's the answer they come to with the ship of Theseus, is that they're both the computer, but they're also both not the computer. And that's why it's a fun thought experiment, because you get to a point where you're like, well, they both are, yet they both aren't. That's what's cool about it. And then you can continue to like go back and forth. It's really, really interesting. Infinite computer glitch. Like, that's why it's fun to talk about. Philosophical stuff is just interesting because you can get into all these theories about continuation and... But I didn't study philosophy in school because, like, what do you do with a philosophy degree? You teach philosophy. That's a bummer. Like, I knew a lot of professors in college that were like, don't ever get your master's in... They were like, if you're in my field, don't get your master's unless you want to teach in this field. So many of them were like, there's no point in getting it unless you want to teach. They're like, yeah, like... Well, feeling any better, Jupiter, or still like garbage? Hopefully it's... hopefully at least a little better. Oh, I've been talking so much today. Yeah. I did. I went to Northwestern University. Wait. Environmental science, specifically research. That school kind of ruined it for me, but part of that was because when COVID happened, you know, nobody got to actually have their proper experience that year because again, like I just said, they kind of ruined it for me. I don't really enjoy it as much anymore. There were jobs that I had lined up that fell through because of COVID. Like, I was supposed to be out in Wyoming doing wildlife cataloging that summer. They canceled the internship because of COVID. Oh, well, at least you got the exam done, Jupiter. That's no good. The cold part is probably just because of temperature stuff, but... Yeah, it was for a wildlife science magazine in Wyoming. Alyssa, this was before I was really doing any TikTok content. This would have been the summer of 20. Like, it was over 5 years ago at this point. That's when I was supposed to be doing that. Yeah. Riptoffen, I literally have a nephew. Well, at least you only have one more though, Jupiter. That's not the worst. But again, K50, that's different because that's a living organism. I understand your point, but it's different because it's a living organism versus an object like the ship of Theseus. That's my point. The argument that people seem to be like losing here is that there's a fundamental difference between the living organism and an object that changes the answer to the ship of Theseus equation. Because the living organism has such a thing such as the mind. I forgot about Accelerock. Yeah, that's tough to do, Richtofen. That's why you don't get that until after you file your taxes. So that you at least have a full year to figure out how you want to propose. Okay, so Lycanroc can get switched out. Yeah, but a wooden ship does not have a motherboard, too. Okay. Okay, Richtofen. So yeah. I need Floatzel still. I think I need Floatzel still. I don't think there was anywhere to capture a Floatzel. Ah, okay. They are weird. A lot of the rules around taxes are seemingly random. But what do I know? I'm not a taxologist. That's probably not the right word. It's not, but it's funny. The wheel still doesn't operate on its own. The wheel is something used by an external force, so... Like, I just don't think that argument applies there. The taxman. Hey, Jupiter! Again, like, you don't gotta worry about it. Take your time. The spirit of the ship, you could argue, is the crew. You know, like, in that case, you could argue the spirit of the ship, the thing that continues, is the crew. But, again, they're separate things, so realistically, you can't consider it that. Oh, nice, Richtofen. Welcome back, Yellow. Hold up. Christmas plans I gotta respond to. That's why thinking of, like, the ship itself is easier than thinking of, like, a person or, like, something like a computer that you could consider to say it has a mind. Yeah, it is actually a week from today, which God, yeah, we already talked about it, but this year went fast. An interesting spot, but I mean, never float your boat. That is true, Alyssa. Literally by one day. I did, yeah, because I've had that happen. Jupiter. I was so stressed out early last year that I was hospitalized, so... The stress, yeah, I was so stressed out from my old job that I wound up with like severe stomach issues, and I had to actually go to the hospital. So yes, I do know that stress can make you sick. I'm just lucky it was only stomach issues. I'm good now. I quit that job. It sucks. What was annoying is I told the doctor that it was stress. I was like, I know it. Hey, Alex.
Hello, Alex.
I was like, I know it's stress. I'm telling you it's stress. I don't need these tests. And he's like, no, and he insisted on these tests, and they told him nothing. And I'm like, it's stress. He finally listened to me. Shocker, it was the stress. I'm still annoyed by that. I was so mad. Over $1,000 worth of tests just to tell me I was right. You know? The solution was leaving that job that left me so stressed I had to go to the hospital. Wow! Who would have thought? the crew is the spirit of the ship, I guess, and that makes the ship doesn't matter as long as the crew is the same. So the ship is a ship without a crew. Well, that's kind of, yeah. Like, I don't know. Yeah, oh, as long as it's not over, like, I think it's over 102, then you should probably go to the hospital. Like, if it's 103 or higher for, your fever. Well, when I look at the camera like this. Whenever I can actually drive out towards Cat Richtofen. That's when. 106 fever? Yeah, that's hospital time. Ooh, pizza sandwiches. Wait. Yellow, this is important. Is it like pizza ingredients on like sub bread, or is it a pizza burger? This is important. This is important. Well, are you gonna be Dempsey instead, Richtofen? Okay, 2 pizzas on top of each other. Okay. I was really hoping it was a pizza burger. Those are good. I haven't had one in a while. And it's exactly what you think it is. Gasp. No way. I know. I figured that's what you meant in the first place, but... pizza burger is exactly what it sounds like. It's just like a hamburger, but it has pizza sauce, pepperoni, and cheese, and then sometimes you know like some sausage or like some like other pizza toppings. That's it. It's great. It combines 2 of my favorite things. 106 degree, not Celsius. Oh god, yeah, 106 degrees Celsius fever. Yes, that would be cremation. Fahrenheit. I've got an 106 degrees Celsius fever. You've got a what? That reminds me of this crazy story I read. And it was a true story. There was this guy who worked at a crematorium. And they put the body in like normal, and they put it up to the normal temperature, and they pull it back out, or they look in like after like 20 or like however long it's supposed to be, and the body is untouched. Nothing has changed. And he's like, what the hell? So they pull it out, they inspect it, nothing seems wrong, like everything about the machine was working fine. They put it back in. Another, like, period of time passes. Nothing happens. Calls in, like, a supervisor. Bro's like, just keep turning it up until it works. So they do that. And it takes, like, 4 times the normal amount or something. The normal temperature. Like, a very extremely high temperature to finally cremate this dude. And the problem wound up being the guy worked in a chemical plant, never wore proper protection all those years, and had been soaking in chemical day after day after day. His physical body had become heat resistant and like flame resistant, to the point where the cremation could not affect him until it was at like lava level of hot. Yeah, he had essentially a superpower, except he also had cancer, and that's why he died. Blood poisoning? Oh. Yeah, that would give you a terrible, terrible fever. That sucks. That story is crazy, because just like he worked there for so long, he just absorbed it through the air into his skin so much that he essentially was heat proof. Oh, dude, I love that trend where it's like, name a superpower, but then the comment gets to name the side effect. Those are so good. Like, somebody was like, I can remember everything. And then the response was, but everything is only the word everything. Yeah, I would say that's brutal stuff to have to go through as blood poisoning. That's crazy. A superpower I would want? I feel like teleportation or super speed, like either or, just because I would like to go places quickly, cut down on traffic time. You can go places you normally wouldn't be able to go because like air travel can be expensive, or you just don't have the time normally. I feel like that is just one of the best options you can pick. If anyone says invisible, you should be concerned about them. There's not a lot of nice reasons to want to be invisible. There's just, unless you're just really shy, but other than that, they're not great typically. Like, yeah, K58. That kind of does sound like something a doctor would say. I swear to God, sometimes. And it's not all doctors, but some of them get so wrapped up in, like, I'm a doctor, I'm right, that they don't listen to people, and then they wind up being wrong because they wouldn't listen. But that's not just doctors. That's a lot of people. Politicians, good example of that. Well, I studied this at Harvard, so I know everything. And they don't. Brain processes things just as slow as normal while in super speed. I've seen that one, yeah. I've seen that response to super speed. Because it's like, well, the whole point of the joke then is basically you won't turn in time and you'll just splat. Dispatch probably has the best, like, version of that, like, the negative side effect of super speed. You know, where he ages that fast. Like, that's a crazy side effect. Okay, it's 3. I have stuff I gotta do. Oh, that sucks, Rick Topper. Yeah, that's why you just gotta go with your gut sometimes. Your mom. No, no, I've gotta work on a video, and a gift for my grandma showed up today, so we're gonna install it while she's not at her house. So I will see you guys later. Video at 5 or around 5, depending on how quickly my internet upload speed is today, and then stream around 7. So I will see you guys then. I've been IMS Gaming. You all been great. Adios. Au revoir. See ya.